Hey there and welcome back. Quentin here with EasySEM. Today I'm going to show you how to create your very first Google Ads campaign. So the first thing we're going to do is head on over to our Google Ads account, and underneath the overview tab you'll see this big blue button that says new campaign. We can click on that, or we can go to the campaigns tab and we can click on campaign from here and new campaign. So it's going to ask, what is our campaign objective? Now you'll see that Google has given us some guidance here as to what our initial objective will be, and it'll give us some recommendations for us to follow. However, for more advanced advertisers, we normally use create a campaign without a goal guidance. Goal guidance doesn't really do anything particular except for limit maybe some of the resources that you have to use to create your campaign. So I recommend go ahead and clicking create a campaign without a goal guidance, whether you're a new advertiser for Google Ads or more experienced. So now it asks us to select a campaign type. I will go over the various campaign types in other videos, but for this campaign type, we're going to use search for this particular campaign, which means using our example of Quinnten's sports store, right? I sell sports apparel and somebody near me is searching for sports shoes near me within Google. I want my ad to show up in front of those users when they type in those keywords, sports shoes near me. So in order to activate my ads in front of that customer, whether searching for sports shoes near me in Google, we need a search campaign. And it's going to ask us for conversion goals. So you'll see that there's 4 default conversion goals that Google has selected here: add to cart, begin checkout, page views, purchases. This varies and you can change them. You can create custom goals, but simply what a conversion is the action that you want a user to take within your site once they hit your ads. So for add to cart, if somebody were to add sports shoes to their checkout cart, hasn't purchased yet, but just added them to the cart, you can choose that as a conversion goal. Google will count that add to cart as a conversion. You can choose multiple conversions if you'd like Google to take all those conversions into consideration within the algorithm. However, I find that it's best to always choose one goal. And if it's maybe too far down the funnel, let's say that, a lot of people aren't adding to cart just yet, well, maybe we just use a page view. Anybody who's just looking at the sports shoes section or a specific sports shoe product itself. And once you get more of those conversions, then you can work your way down to the funnel and somebody can add the cart and then begin checkout and then lastly purchase. We talk about that more in more videos, but for now, we're going to keep all these in here just for the sake of the video. Click continue. Then it's going to say, what results do you want to get from this campaign? We want website visits. For this example, now if you want phone calls, you can do that. You can use call tracking services like CallRail or anything else. Or if you have an app, for instance, then you can select app downloads and the platform that you're using. For this example, we're going to talk about website visits, and then you're going to give your campaign a name. For this example, we're going to make it very easy. We're going to USA. This is Quinnten's sports store. And this is a non-brand account. So we're going to click continue. And then, so now it's time to choose a bidding strategy. It's going to ask us what we want to focus on, whether it's conversion values, clicks, or impression share. You can also change this later and use some more manual bidding strategies. But for now, we're just going to click conversions. Then if you want to set a TCPA, if you know that already, which you probably don't, I suggest that you go ahead and unselect TCPA for now, or target cost per action, until you figure it out, and then you can add in there later. But we want to focus on conversions. Hit next, and then campaign settings. So where do we want this to show? Google search partners is automatically selected. These are going to be partners that work alongside Google, kind of like third-party search networks that Google works with. I go ahead and you can unselect that. You can keep it selected, and you can segment inside the reporting tab to see how well or not these search partners are actually doing for your business. So if you want to go ahead and just keep it selected for now, you can. And then since this is only a search, like we only want a search, since this is only a search campaign, we want to unselect our display network. Now, if this were a display campaign type, then I would select display network and deselect the search partner network as well. But since this is a search campaign, we will deselect display. Now, display are those somewhat pesky ads that we'll see of images for retargeting that may be used when you go visit a site and you might not convert on that site, right? So maybe I didn't add anything to the cart, or let's say I did. Let's say I added something to a cart, but I didn't check out. And then, I go about my day and I get on the computer later and I start searching the website or start searching the internet and see a picture pop up of that exact product that I didn't purchase, that I added to my cart. That's a display ad. Again, we'll make more videos on that. You can always reach out to us at easysem.co. We're definitely happy to help. From here, we're going to go to location settings, and then we're going to choose a location that we want to work within or want to serve our ads to. So for us, it's going to be the United States. And this is very important, location options, and we'll make videos on this. We're going to want to click people who are regularly in our targeted audience, and then we're going to exclude people who are also regularly in those in or have shown interest in our excluded locations. And we do this because somebody like myself who may be traveling to the Bahamas for vacation, I don't want, if I'm a Bahamas advertiser for a local service, I don't want to be showing ads to me when I'm just coming out there showing an interest, right, in just the Bahamas for vacation. So we're going to exclude those there. And from here, audience segments, you can add in your audience segments here for who you want to be targeting, what kind of services and businesses that you want to go after. And you can click either targeting or observation mode. Targeting mode is going to only go after what you've selected. Observation mode is going to allow you to go after your regular settings, go after every single body, but it'll give specific reports based on these selected audiences itself that you can go in and see whether or not you want to just target those audiences solely, or if you want to continue just collecting data on them and see how well they perform. Then we're going to click more settings here. You can do your ad rotation, your start and end dates, add an ad schedule, etc. Then we'll click next. Then here you want to add your ad groups. Our ad groups are basically like themes. So let's say within this sports store, we have our store split out by sports, right? So we have a baseball section, we have a volleyball section, we have a golf section, etc., right? We have a basketball section, we have a shoe section, we have a hunting section. Now, these are going to be the themes that we're going to want to create different ad groups based off of. So let's say that our ad group for this one, again, is basketball. Okay. And now for keywords within this theme of basketball, we're going to want to add the keywords that somebody may be looking for on Google. So that wouldn't mean that we would add golf clubs, right? Because this is just for basketball. That's our theme. So we could use basketball, basketball shoes. We could do basketball headbands, right? Basketball nets, right? Basketball hoops, basketballs, etc. Okay, so there. Now we have our basketball related keywords that are in our basketball ad group or theme underneath our sports store campaign. Okay. And then Google's going to ask you to add your ad. So you're going to want to put your final URL. So whatever page that you are directing traffic to. So we'll do Quinnten Sports Store. Right now this isn't going to work because it's not a real store right now. Then you're going to put your display path if you like. So we can put sports store, whatever it is that you want to use there. Then you're going to add in your required headlines. It must be 30 characters in length, and then 90 characters for our description line. So you can add description line 1 and 2 here. You'll walk through the steps, add site links, call outs, etc. We have more videos on those. and then you're going to click next. Now it's going to ask you to set a custom budget. If you don't know it yet, you can just set it at a penny. You can't do it at anything less than a penny. So obviously you can't do it at $0, but you can set it at a penny and figure out what your budget is later. You're going to click next, and we're going to get this red exclamation mark or this red warning here because there's a lot of issues that need to be fixed just because this is a test account. But for the example, these are all the steps. It's going to allow you to review everything that we've did for our campaign before setting it live. And then you'll see, which we won't see right now because we have to fix the ads. But once we fix all of our mistakes, there will be a blue plus button here to click publish. You'll be able to publish it, and you'll be able to see your campaign live within Google. So that's the steps that you're going to have to take in order to set up a new campaign. So you're going to have to set up your campaign. You're going to have to set up your ad groups. You're going to have to set up your keywords and your ads. Those are the 4 main parts of a campaign setup. And then again, you can get more granular, and you'll have to set up your bidding strategies and audiences, etc. I hope this helps somebody. As always, you can reach out to us at easysem.co. My name's Quinnten, and until next time, see you soon.